Hello everybody, welcome back to my channels, and today I'm gonna show you the new Sentinel fighting armor called Thor. Now this is the final figure for the second group that I have, and so basically they already released the first group, which is the Iron Man, Iron Spider, Wolverine and Deadpool, and now they also got the another 4 figures, which is Loki, Black Panther, War Machine and Thor. Now this is exactly the same layout as the Loki, so the same cape, the same style, and the cape is just obviously redesigned it in a different color, so that's the only difference. And in terms of the body structure, it's basically pretty much the same thing. They just copied across all of them, all the figures, and the only thing difference is the color scheme. The head sculpt design is a bit different, and some of the weapons are different according to the figures, and also the little bit of tweak on the body parts, like for example in this case Thor has this chest plate to make it look more like a Thor, and then little shoulder pad and stuff like that, and that's the only thing, the difference between each figure. But nevertheless, I love these figures. There are a couple of reasons for it. So one reason is they are not that expensive. They are like around about £100, sometimes a little bit less than that. £100 for me is not too bad. Someone you might call that it's expensive for 6 inches figures, but for me it's fine. And the reason is they have a lot of die cast, and I would say about 75% on die cast on these figures. And also the articulation is insanely good. I love the articulation on these ones. They're so cool. I mean, you can pose in every way you want, everything that you can imagine, you can pose any way you like. Plus the dynamic standard provided as well, so you can just pose it on the air, or you can do it on the land. You can do all kinds of things really. So that is one thing that I really love about these figures. So you can play with it all you want, and plus they are not that expensive like hot toys. So you don't really have to worry about breaking pieces or damaging anything like that. I don't really care too much about it. I can just articulate any way you like. I can push all the joints as far as they can go. With the hot toys and stuff, because they're a little bit expensive, and also the articulation is not that good in every figures, unless you go for die cast. And even die cast figures on Iron Mans and stuff, War Machine, they don't always have the great articulation for hot toys. They're more of a display piece rather than actual action figures. These are proper action figures, okay, and they're premium action figures. They're not made of plastic, and then like a McFarlane toys or Hasbro Star Wars figures. It really is a decent articulation with a proper weight in your hand, and there are a lot of die cast, like I said. The only downside that these guys have is that there is no LED lighter point, and that's the only downside for me. But they do reuse quite a lot of component. That is another downside for some people. For me, I don't really mind too much. It would be nice to have more colors and more accessory and stuff, but I'm not really fussed too much about it for the price that I pay for, so I'm happy with that. Anyway, so let's get started with the actual figures and the box. So I sometimes show you the figures and the box as well, but sometimes I don't show it. But in this case, I'm gonna show you this Thor figures. So this is how it's normally come. So you always have the box in the background, and if you open it, you got this really cool pose, and this is what I really like. I can do that pose as well if I want to. And then you also have loads of other suggestions as well on the back, right? So I like these stuff as well, with the hammer and also the axe as well. So this comes with 2 weapons, which is good. Loki only comes with 1 of them. Black Panther comes with another vibranium stick. I don't know how you call it, pole or stick or whatever you call it, but it's useless really. I don't really like it. So I decided to use the that weapons in the Captain America. Actually, I'm gonna show you that later on. But anyway, so this is the Thor. So the weapons is, you got 2 of them, and you also have a pair of hands like this. So you got open hand, a couple of closed fists, and also relaxed hand as well. So that's all the weapon hands that comes with it. So I used up all the hands on here for both weapons. So yeah, this is really cool. I like all the little effects here. And I think hammer looks really cool compared to the axe. The axe is a little bit different. I mean, this top part looks a little bit small and the handle is quite long. So in a movie, this is really big on a hammer, and the handle is kind of short. That's how it's supposed to be, I think. But anyway, I'm not really fussed about it. These are not movie accurate kind of figures. They are more of the action figure that you want to do whatever you like, and it's not actually designed for particularly with a movie. So in fact, these are supposed to be Iron Man suit in a different characters in a way. So that's how it's actually presented in the first place. So what I really like is the all the piece and all the plastic pieces are actually seems to be painted. They seems to have a little bit metallic sheens on the on the surface when you hit with the light. And then you can see the I love this gold part here on a gold boot. This is really cool. And thank God that they actually repainted all the silver part in here as well. They didn't do that for Black Panther, which is a shame, but they decided to do this one on Thor and Loki, which is nice. And then at the back is also, you got to see the same as before. So you got this empty hole. Just put it on the top. If you want a little bit lower, you can put it on the second pack instead of the top one. The cape is actually wired as well on the edges, so you can pose in any shape or form that you want, which is fine. And then you also have this shoulder plastic piece which you can just attach to it. And I also like this helmet and Thor face on the head sculpt, whatever you call that. I actually like it a lot. So this is really nice, and I can see a little bit metallic effects going on the paint surface as well. Articulation on these figures are amazing because you get so many different joints here. So you can see that you can put your head down that much, and then you can also bring it up all the way up there. It looks like he's flying in the air. That is also possible. You can see that. That's really cool, And also you can have the you can tilt the head completely like this. You can also tilt it any way you like. And then obviously the bicep can also swivel, and the arm can also go all the way up. So no problem with that, any of those. And you can also have it on the hand as well. So you got little ball joints everywhere. Bicep can swivel, but I'm not gonna do it too much here. And then you also have the legs articulation, which I showed it in a previous video with Loki. So it's basically the same thing. So it's pretty much really the same thing for all the component part. Really, it's just a different paint job. So when I put them on the shelf, it is really impressive. I'm gonna make a YouTube short as well to show you how it all looks like at the end. So I hope that this video is helpful. I don't know what kind of figure they're gonna make in the future, and let's wait and see what their next release is. But so far I'm loving the Sentinel line and also Zero DLX line as well. So they're definitely the one that I'm gonna go more in the future for. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.